Stool with Matt and Nick.
You get to a point of being drunk with the same people for many years where you just like you say one horrible thing and it turns like then another horrible thing you say comes together with the other horrible thing and it just builds on itself. That's like it for us it culminated into why don't you pull your cunt out of your ass and piss the shit off my dick.
Well, and the other thing is it does sound quite efficient.
Yeah.
If that's all going on, and you got all the parts there right together to accomplish said task, well,
you really have
you
parts
got
there.
The dick there, you got the cunt there, you got the ass there. You just pull it all out and wash it right off, and it sounds like everybody, else is like better off for it, after that point.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're clean. You're clean after.
Quote unquote clean, but yeah, I mean, again, it sounds efficient. It really does sound efficient. What was the line again? I'm saying it sounds efficient, but just to make sure how efficient it sounds, what was it again?
Why don't you pull your cunt out of your ass and piss the shit off my dick?
Okay, now actually, I gotta say, second time around, how do you pull your cunt out of your ass? Now I could see.
How don't you?
Now, like you could pull the dick out of the cunt and wash it off with the piss out of your ass. Then we're really getting somewhere. Like presuming that the person has diarrhea.
The cunt is right next to the asshole. Why don't you?
How do you pull a cunt out of an ass? You said pull your cunt out of your ass.
Yeah, you reach into the ass. And you tug on the prostate that women definitely have.
From the inside. So you're pulling the cunt. So you're going into the ass.
Yep.
And shit. Yeah, no, I was thinking too.
No, not shit, piss.
I was thinking too literally about this, where it'd be on the outside. But you're actually saying you go up through the ass and pull the. Okay. Yeah. I actually feel dumb for not giving that.
Yeah. As well you should. I don't know. Are we starting now?
I think we are. I think we got
there. Welcome to the Loose Stool, everybody. I'm Matt, sitting here talking to Nick. I see you sipping on something over there, buddy. What you got?
Oh, buddy. Well, I'm hanging out here. We're doing. I just gonna throw us out there. This is a Friday night exclusive. Well, not exclusive, but this is a Friday night recording. So you're gonna get a Friday night vibe from the recording here tonight. We could be really high energy. We could get a really low energy. We're gonna be all over the place. We're gonna call this a bipolar kind of episode, maybe. If I know where it might be going. But what I'm having is This is why I bring up the bipolar vibe. I'm drinking my fourth of 4 Big Ballard IPAs here right now. That's the 500 calorie, 10% beer that I like to pump on this show all the time. So I'm finishing the 4-pack right now. And then just to get extra emotional about it, like once I'm done with that 4-pack, I've got a bottle of really cheap Chardonnay, on cue right after that. So I'm about to finish that beer. I'm about to go into wine, and that's what I'm going to be drinking. Throughout the episode is this bottle of Chardonnay.
Some really drunken ant vibes tonight.
Exactly. Yeah. That's where we might go with this. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm bipolar in my drinking. I'm drinking a really heavy beer, and then I'm going to Chardonnay, and I feel like that might be like the vibe of our conversation tonight. Like it might be represented by that. I'm not sure because we're not obviously to the end of the podcast yet. Like we're just starting, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree? We're just starting right now. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would.
So we really don't know where we're going, but we have an idea where we might be. So on that note, what are you having tonight?
I'm going back to a former classic. I got the Coors Banquet beer here.
Oh, that kind of makes me jelly a little bit. I kind of wish I had a little bit of Banquet beer. There's something so comforting about those tan cans, isn't there? Or those
they're nice because
cans.
like not only the color, but they're shaped just slightly different. They fit so well in your hand, and
yes.
I had to because as we said we're recording kind of late tonight. I had to sort of temper myself from getting too fucked up on a Friday night so we could record at like 9 o'clock. So
it's only 6 p.m. in Alaska. This is called
it's not here, motherfucker. It's fucking 9 o'clock at night here.
Right, but do you understand that like when we record on 2 p.m. on a Saturday, that's 11 a.m. here, right?
Yeah.
Like you understand that like it goes both ways. You know what I mean? Like actually, I think we should talk about this. So I gave an idea tonight, and I said because we do obviously, as our listeners know, we drink while we make this podcast. It loosens things up, whatever. We edit it sober so that the worst things don't come out, but we record it fucking drunk, right? Like this is the way that the process works, And so I say to Matt, I go, I got a long day at work tonight, and I think I'm really going to feel like drinking after it. So would you like to record the podcast tonight? Because if I drink tonight, I don't think I'm going to want to drink tomorrow. And I literally was saying that I would give up my Friday night of drinking. I would give it all up and say, okay, if you can't record tonight, I'll record tomorrow. I won't drink tonight. I'll save it for tomorrow morning. And what Matt's reply, this needs to be on fucking wax right here, was, well, man, I could do 8, but by 9. So I don't really, you could maybe help me explain this. But I was giving up a night, and you couldn't barely give me an hour. Like you, like this is. I'm not explaining the best, but this is really the conversation that happened.
Yeah, no, what I told him over the text message was, we should do 8 because I'm not gonna lie, by 9 o'clock I might be a little too loose for the loose stool.
And my thing was like, dude, I told you I would not drink till Friday or like all Friday, so I'm good for the show tomorrow. You're like, oh, I don't know though. I need that hour. I need that fucking hour.
In my defense, I have had one gigantic, massive bullshit of a fucking week, man. So like,
all right, Friday. Okay, no, we told the funny story. Let's get into your week then.
It's not even that I want to tell that much of a story about it. It's just that I've had a fucking horrible work week, and it's Friday night, and like we usually record on Saturday, a little inside baseball, at least recently. And you were like, "Can we record tonight?" Which is like fine, but I was like, "Yeah, we can," but like it's still Friday, and my plan was to get fucked up because my week sucked. So I was like, yeah, man, like we can do that, but I might be a little bit schwasty by the time we do it, which like I held off. Like I'm fine right now. But, just give me a little credit here.
Let the audience be the judge of how fine you are right now. Okay?
They can't see how fine I look right now. But
but honestly, this isn't a competition here. But what I'm trying to say is that I've also had a long week of work, and we are on a 3-hour time difference. And I was like, I would like to drink on Friday night, but because we've been drinking we've been drinking on Saturdays. Well, that's what we've also been doing because we've been recording on Saturdays. I was like, you know what? I would really like to get hammered tonight along with you, and let's do this podcast and see what comes of it. But if you cannot record tonight, I will not drink tonight, even though I've had a long week as well, and I'll drink tomorrow, and we'll record tomorrow. And I'm like, I can either start at like 8 or 9. You're like, 8 would be good. 9, it's getting a little bit iffy for me,
yeah, it is. It was, but I feel like that's a little bit reasonable.
But you're okay. Now we're gonna end up at like let's not. We don't.
No.
My point has been missed. Like, well, we don't need to do this.
The point is, we're both fine right now to do this.
Friday.
Yes, that's the mode I want us in because like that's good. That's good.
And the point is that we're just having a good time and nobody's mad about it at all.
No,
I'm not at all. Nobody's mad. Who could have a point to make right now about something like that? I'm not mad. I don't have a point I want to make. What? Why are you looking? I'm just kidding. All right, break.
So this is a recent revelation. Not really revelation, but just a new thing for me. I had a good long run, and you may or may not have noticed this because Nick and I we message each other throughout the week, and
no, we don't. Shut up.
for a good probably 13 years, I never used LOL when texting anybody. And it started when I was a teenager and just I was on a high horse at the time of just being like, oh, I'm not going to use any shortening of anything. And I'm just going to, because I was like a grammar sort of Nazi dickhead at when I was a teenager, I need to type out everything exactly. And I'll just say ha instead of LOL. And, after a while, I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but you do something for so long that it doesn't matter why you started doing it. You just it just becomes a habit after a while. And
I think you just defined the word habit. Yeah.
Yeah. After,
after a while you start doing something. Yeah, that's a habit. Yeah.
Yeah. It occurred to me recently where I was like, I was still doing this, and I don't give a fuck how people type anymore. I was like, why am I still avoiding this? And okay, I'm just going to start using LOL again, because why the fuck not? So, yeah, I had a good 13-year run of not using LOL, and no one cares. But
so, here's where I have to say that I think there is a valid argument to say that it has become a problem. I've started to see texting shorthand, if that's what to call it, right? It's like texting shorthand based. Oh boy. And here's somebody trying to do it the traditional way. Yeah.
I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry about that.
Oh, these motherfuckers trying to actually call when we're trying to talk about texting, Let me just interject here. Let me clean this up. Oh, no, hold on. We'll finish it. No, I'm going to do it. I got to clean up a punchline from 2-3 weeks ago. When we were talking about texting versus talking, I had a whole joke lined up, and we just got into this whole conversation about texting versus talking and how people, try to say I don't text. So I just got to clean up the whole joke that I was trying to say that whole time. The whole time we talked for the whole time I was trying to talk about was that people who say that they don't text are the new people who say I don't have a TV. The people back in the day be like, oh, I don't watch TV. I don't have TV. Well, that kind of burn out, that's be but so now people go, I don't text. That's that's that same level of high-minded, nose in the air bullshit. So if you listened a couple weeks ago, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, fuck you.
Fair enough. It is the same thing. It was just a personal, just one of those things that you get personally preoccupied with, where it's 12, 13 years ago, I decided I wasn't going to say LOL in text messaging, and I was just going to type out everything very properly. And then in recent years, we got introduced to more